sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Today.
What a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And give. Decides against bringing it out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll be brought after a gain of 6. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Mozzie Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Mozzie Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They juked him. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play, touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that
the defense, they get to Howard. He'll go down here. Osa Odighizuwa drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Powell He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One last shot before the break, Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On play action, Prescott. That is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division.
And this is taken in at the 5. 36 yards on the play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Buying time to his... And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. First possession of the second half now for Washington. On first down, Howell. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Howell. That is caught. He's across midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
3rd and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Flushed out right. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, and Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And quickly they get to the line. Play fake. Here's Prescott out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Howell will throw it. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off play action. It's Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a throw here, hauled in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Howell looking to throw again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throwing here, Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Howell down to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because
Brandon Cooks. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell out of the shotgun. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Howell. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, Howell now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's Howell with another throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Here's Howell. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A second down throw for Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 10, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Cowboys, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.